Joe, right. Joe took him to the doctor yesterday and had him tested. And so he's been on medication, but he wouldn't have been able to go today anyway. So, yeah. Yeah. So Mike's going to get him now. I bet he's feeling better already because he had 2 doses. Yeah. So I just hope nobody else got the germ. So, well, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. I'm gonna get you moving soon, but I want you to just kind of settle in. And I'm gonna try and warm you up even more. So close your eyes. Just focus in on your breath. Allow it to signal you to relax, release. And then imagine that you can feel sunshine on your face. Warming your face, eyes. And maybe even on your shoulders, the front of your body. The sun's just shining on you. And then just for fun, turn the corners of your mouth up just a little bit as you're basking in the sunshine. Sometimes, even though it's forced, just putting on a little smile can change your outlook a little bit. And imagine the warmth of the sunshine moving in through your head, down into your heart space. Warming your torso. Eventually working down your limbs into your extremities. Feeling your hands warm up and your feet warm up. And please bring those warm hands together in front of you. We can all manifest sunshine, even if it's just in our imagination, whenever we need it. Our outlook is so important for the day. May we notice all the grace that's surrounding us. Please lower your hands, open your eyes. And let's get started. So to stretch your arms up, lengthen through your spine, down through your sits bones. Good. And then bring your arms to a T and palms forward. Just reach your right hand over towards your left and pretend like you're pulling up your sleeve and extend. And let's do that to the other side. Try and stay grounded. I'm coming over To the first side. If you can't reach your hand, it's okay. Oh, and come on out. Good. Lengthen up again. And this time reach across, but just hook your arm with your other arm. Little stretch in the shoulder and then come on out and switch. And then bring them back out. And now do that inner spiral with one arm, outer spiral with the other. So it kind of feels weird. And then just slowly switch, starting at the shoulders. Just do that a few times. When you've done it both ways, stretch your arms up again. And bring them down through heart center. And go ahead and lay on your backs for, well, actually just come off your blankets. I'm going to have you do this first. Grab behind your knees. Lengthen up just like you had that feeling, and then come up to boat pose. Wherever it feels good to you this early. Stretch your arms. Bring your arms a little wider. Reach your left arm towards your right. And then switch. And come back to center. And stretch your legs long, come on down. And just step your hands back in space. Try and either point the fingers out, or if you're feeling a little bit more open, you can point the fingers ahead. And then you're just going to do a little bit of a heart stretch. So lift the heart, keep the legs extended, maybe straighten your arms a little bit, broaden the clavicles. Feels like a really big stretch. Good. And then go ahead and lay all the way down to your backs. Notice that for a moment. And you want to make sure you have room. So you're going to extend your legs up towards the ceiling. You make sure you have that neutral spine. Bring your arms out to a T and then just kind of flex and point alternate feet. Check in. See how your hamstrings are feeling this morning. Calves. Good. Now bring your left foot down and extend it. You might have to move the right foot forward. It's okay. And then you're just going to keeping your shoulders down. You're just going to move your right foot off towards your left hand. You'll come up on your hip. Yeah. And it's just a big stretch. Now, if it doesn't reach your hand, that's okay. And then come on up. Switch legs. And go left foot to right hand. Just pause for a moment. And then come on back up. Switch. And roll to your left hip. Back up. Switch. Roll to your right hip. Oh, one side will feel different. Come on back up. Switch. Roll to left. Notice your shoulders. Switch. And roll to the right. One more time, a little bit faster. Switch. And roll to the left. Switch. Roll to the right. Good. And then come back to center, hug your knees in, and just kind of roll side to side. Maybe take the knees side to side a little bit more, warming up the back. And then roll forward and back up to seated. And go ahead and come to all fours. And just kind of move forward and back, just stretching your wrists a little bit. And then turning the fingers out, just move side to side. Just checking in with your wrists. If you want more stretch, you can turn the fingers towards the knees, thumbs out, and just forward and back again. It might be a little more intense, so go easy. And then turn the hands back around. Ooh, that warms up the hips. Now just start to move through some cow and cat. Go with your breath this morning. Good. And then go ahead and take a child's pose for a moment. Get off your hands. And then please come on back up. We're going to do some trying to get, there we go. Extend your left arm up and stretch it through. Thread the needle. And maybe extend your right leg with that so you can really dry your sternum back. Get a nice stretch in that side of your body. Take a few breaths. And come on up. Bring the knee in. And we'll switch sides. Extend the right arm. And thread it underneath. Extend the left leg if that feels good. Draw the sternum back. And come on in. Bring your hands forward, one hand width. And come on up to a downward facing dog. And then walking out your dog, just checking in. Couple breaths. Come forward to plank. In with your toes. You move forward and back, you'll stretch them out a little bit. and then lower to the mat. Stretch your feet long. Make sure they're at least hip distance. Arms back. Long back of neck. Rib cage back as you lift. Shoulders, head, maybe legs. Shalabhasana. Couple breaths. Good. And come on down. Roll to your right side and just find a place you can either lay on your right arm or support it with your hand. Your right knee's bent. Your left leg's extended. Make sure your left hip is right above your right hip, maybe even slightly in front, and then lift your left leg. And then just sometimes move it up and down, maybe move it back in space a little bit. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Keep it lifted and then just bring it forward and back. Try not to let your hip move. Yeah. Eight, 9, 10. Okay, one more. We're gonna do little circles with the foot now. So 2, 3, 4. Keep that hip stable. 9, 10. Okay, now switch directions. We're done. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Roll all the way over to the other side. Left knee's bent. Right hip stacked on left, maybe slightly in front. Lift the leg and lower 10 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now move it forward and back 10 times. Really work on that hip. 9, 10. Good. Pause. 10 circles. Switch directions for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Roll over to your belly again. Hands by your chest. And lift to cobra this time. Don't scoop your tailbone. Just think long spine. Stretch it out. One more breath. And lower down. Good. Curl the toes. And push all the way back. Downward facing dog. And walk your hands back to your feet. Come to a forward fold back there. And just check in. And just maybe just move side to side a couple times. And then bring your hands forward slightly. And grab your right shin with your left hand. Let's do a little twisted Uttanasana, that's it. Good, and then unwind and switch. It feels good. Come on back to center. Walk your hands out and come back down to all fours. Swivel your left foot to the side, extend your right foot, open up to a little side plank, and just open your heart a little bit more. And come on in. Switch sides, right foot swivels, left foot extends. Side plank, maybe a little bit more heart opening. Think shoulder blade on the back, stretch across the chest. Good, and come on in. Stretch your feet long. And just go ahead and sit back on your feet. See how your ankles, knees are feeling this morning. Good, and then let's come on up to standing before we get too tired. And stand on your right foot and just lift your left knee. Just check in with your balance this morning. See how you're feeling. And then release and switch. And then come on back to the first side. Lift the knee and then reach across with your right hand to the knee. If you can find stability, which I'm struggling with, and then maybe twist towards that lifted knee and stretch your arm back. Ooh, I'm really dancing today. Good, and come on out. And switch sides. Lift the knee first. Reach across with the left hand. And then go slow, twisting. It might be easier to find the foot. I don't know, because that's where we're going to go next. Yes, and come on out. So you get the option of trying that again. Since I failed miserably, I'm going to try the other things. Otherwise, you can find the foot. Whew, and extend. And then you can try the twist. Oh, I'm really struggling with balance today. Good. It's very windy in here. Yeah, try the other side. Just play with it. And release. It's fun to play with those things every now and then. I'm going to take off the layer. And please find your blocks. And come on up to the front of your mat. And go ahead and step back to a downward facing dog. And step your right foot up between the blocks. deep lunge position. Just stretch out your toes, whatever you feel feels good. And then go ahead and lower the back knee. Take a moment to feel stable, right hip crease back, lengthening up, maybe stretching the arms. Oh, so feel from every place you're touching the ground, like you're lengthening up from that point. And then maybe bend your elbows, lift your heart a little bit, and stretch back up. Good. Touch the block. Step back, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg, steps up. Take a moment there. When you're ready, lower the back knee and make your way. Anjane, just take your time, feeling stable and grounded from that place of connection to the floor. Lengthen up. Good. On your next exhale, lift your heart. Good. And then stretch back up. Touch down. Step back, downward facing dog. Right leg again, extend it. Step it through, deep lunge. Lower the back knee. Left hand stays on the block. Bend the left knee and reach back with your right hand. Just do a little quad stretch, but this time kick it back first. Feel a stretch in your right shoulder, long side body though. And then hug it in. Woo, tightness, tightness. Good, release the foot. Turn this way so you can see. And I'm gonna have you bring your hands on your right thigh. And then keeping that stable, bring your right hand to your hip and then twist to your right. Yeah, and maybe extend that right arm back. In a twisted Anjane, but it's really a grounded and lengthened twist. Good, and touch down, step back, downward facing dog. Send the left leg, step it through, deep lunge, lower the back knee. Stretch up. Anjane, when you're ready, lift the heart. Good. Stretch up. Right hand down. Bend the right knee. Left hand to right foot. Kick it back. Feel that first. You gotta hug the knee forward, the heel back to stay square. And then once you had enough of that, hug it in. Ooh. My quads are super tight today. Good. Release the foot. Find stability. Both hands to the left thigh now. Move the left hand to the left hip. Keep square and twist to the left. Maybe extend the left arm towards the back wall. And unwind. Lift the back knee and step forward this time. Forward fold. And roll up to standing. And come to a wide stance on your mat. So turn sideways, take a wide stance. And just like we did at the beginning of class, I'm going to have you extend your arms. Make sure you're grounded through all parts of your feet. Reach your right hand towards your left and roll up your sleeve. Feels weird in this position. The other side. And one more time each side. These crossovers are really good for our brain. So now opposite arm twist. So one side palm down, one side palm up, and switch. You really have to think about it. I do. Good. Pause. And now just bring your hands to your knees and then to the floor. If you need your blocks there, you can grab them. And just enjoy a little forward fold first. And then come up like a pranam. So, and you're going to reach your right hand through to your left shin. And then just kind of pull yourself under, a little twist there. Keep stable through the opposite knee. And unwind and switch. Breathe. And unwind. Take a moment, just go in whatever position feels good here. And then heel toe, come together. And then come all the way up to standing. And step your feet wide again. Bring your arms out. Okay, we used to do this in gym class as a kid. You're just gonna reach to the opposite toes. Woohoo! Crossovers, like I said, are really good for your brain. Just be mindful. One more each side. Good. And then come on up for let's step your feet together. I think my earbuds might have died. Sorry, guys.
We can hear you.
Can you guys hear me? I mean,
Yep.
Can you hear me,
Yep.
Jane?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I can hear you.
I can hear you too.
I'm gonna switch to my computer speakers. So I'm thinking you guys can hear me now.
We could hear you just fine.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Sorry. I don't know why that happened. I just charged them.
They were working. We could hear you with those.
You could?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I could,
Yeah.
I could.
Yep, I could too.
You
Yeah.
could? Okay.
Yep.
They were making sounds, so I don't know. I think they were, yeah. Okay. All right, cool. Come on up. All right, come on up to the front of your mat. Where's your box? Sorry about that. Always something, right? And come on up to standing. And stretch your arms. Open your heart. We had sunshine. Stretch. And step your left foot. And then your right, downward facing dog. And I want you to step your feet forward so that you can end up with, you might have to bend your knees, but your heels should be down. And this we're gonna do twisted down dog. So reach your right hand across to your left shin. And just twist underneath. Keeping your right leg strong. Work to really straighten your left leg again if you. And then unwind and switch. And breathe. Unwind. Set your blocks off to the side, come to regular down dog. And come forward to plank. Lower to the mat. Inhale, hope. And push back to all fours. And have a seat between your heels if possible. Like it today. So just ask yourself what you're eating. Just gonna stretch out the quads a little bit. If you're feeling this and feels good, moving my lips forward, and move back to your elbows. Or go further if you want. You guys know what you're doing. I'm just gonna stay here and lift my heart. All the way down to your belly. You come up on your forearms. Now we're gonna do something called Parjvadanaras. So it's one leg to one foot, both. So we'll try it. So swivel your right forearm in, and you're just gonna keep your shoulders safe by keeping them safely on your back, riding the clouds. And then you're gonna bend your right knee and reach back with your left hand and find your right foot or ankle, whatever works best for you. And then kick the foot back into your heart forward. So it feels like a bow pose in your back. You can even lift the foot up if you want. Big stretch. And release. Feel good? Okay, so the left forearm, stay strong on your shoulders. I'm pulling the forearm towards me. Left knee bends, reach back with the right hand. Find the foot or the ankle. And then kick it back. So really lengthen. Try not to let the knee lay out to the side. Just feel a nice stretch. And then release. Okay, now this next one I really never taught before. I'm going to have you roll to your right side again. And watch me as I come down, I have to bring my right arm back, so I'm kind of on the front of my shoulder. Okay. And then I'm gonna bend both knees and try and find both feet here. So you might have to move your hips are stacked on one another. And then just kick back and open your heart. A little bit different and slowly. It's supposed to be easier than the other one, but so the knees move back, the heart moves forward. Just a little more support. Good, and then roll to the other side. If you can keep a hold of your feet, you can. And it feels weird. Think long back and neck. Good, and then roll to your belly. See if you can keep a hold of your feet. If you can, it's okay. You can do it here too. Your knees bent and just lift them down around that. Or if you want to do the full one, pause a minute, keep thinking, okay, I'm gonna blast my butt because I'm not gonna scoop my tailbone. I'm gonna draw long side body, head of the air bones back, broaden the clavicle, lengthen the back of the neck as you lift your head and kick your feet back and maybe come into full. Couple breaths. One more breath. And release. Good. Push back to a child's pose. And settle in. Oh, that feels good. Keep it around your back a little bit more. Up. And take a forward face. Please step your feet to your hands. And sweep your arms all the way up to standing. And bring hands to. You know, I'm going to give you the option of doing, we're going to try back bend at the wall. So if you're going to do it at the wall, first I'm going to just show you so you can see here. You're using blocks at the wall. You want the blocks to be up against the wall so they won't move. And you can put them like this. This, or even a little higher, it was easier. So I'm gonna do them like this. And then you lay down. I just want to show you the hand position. So your thumb is on the front and the palm of your hand is on the block. So it might be like this to start. And then you're just gonna lift to the bottom and maybe up to bottom. It's a little bit, gives you a little more room with the blocks. So I'll talk you through. Everybody? Yeah, just pull it up here. Nobody else can. Or we can go to back to and the 2 blocks. I don't. And it has to be a spot where you can get your hands at a proper angle. And they should be about shoulder width apart. Your hands, maybe not closer. Good, but let's let's first just kind of play with being upside down. So bring your hands by your hips first. And just make sure your feet are right under the knees. You're using all parts of the foot. And then pressing your shoulders. Lift your hips. Lift your heart. You can feel your feet super grounded. And are you using all parts? Good. Now come down. Bring your hands on the blocks with the thumbs in front. And just the base of your wrist is down. See if you can get your elbows pointing up at the ceiling. Huh? Yeah. There you go. That's good. So all fingers are on. Elbows a little bit more up. There you go. Now, draw your shoulder blades on your back so you feel like your armpits are hollow. And then broaden your pelvis. So you're going to feel kind of lifted in your chest. Now press into your feet, lift your hips. And see if you can press into the hands enough to come to the top of your head. It's okay. It's okay. Come on, down. So try time if you're playing with it. Come over here and help, honey. There you go. Like this. Yes. Yes. Right. Everyone, come on down. Just have you some for a moment. Roll side to side, just massage the low back. Okay. And then bring your feet wide on the mat and down. And then bringing the soles of your feet together, knees open. On your belly. I don't know if you guys can hear that, probably. And then closing your knees. If you feel the need for any other pull down poses, you can. Otherwise, stretch up or shavasana. And just like at the beginning of class, imagine that you can feel the sun shining on your body, on your face. you turn the corners of your mouth up a bit. If not an external smile, just think of an inner smile. Feeling the warmth in your heart area, just allow heart to pump that warmth out to all of your extremities. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your low back. Your belly. And the soles of your feet. Finding warmth inside. Internally.
world is a work in progress. We are the architects of a better. In our hearts, we hold compassion, invention, clarity, and hope. We know right action. We know wisdom. We know divine intent. The world is safe in our keep. We are loving, we are wise, we are good. We can change our world for the better. We can bring our best to the world. The whole world lies within each of us. Our every thought and act touch us. We are powerful. And as I make my inner world gentle, yes, and joyful, I bring these qualities to the world which all of us share. I cherish the world which we share. I bless the world and those I share it with. I'm aware of your surroundings, your body, the room you're in. The wiggle, move in small ways. You're ready to see how it feels to draw your knees in. Your body. Same as yogis over the other side of the world, but able to train their bodies to feel warm in cold water. And I'm going this weekend to Fiji for the winter games. Maybe I should do that polar plunge and see if I can keep myself warm. No, my feet feel cold right now. So I know it's up here that you can actually warm yourself. I don't know if you felt it. But we can feel sunshine in our heart even when it's spring. I appreciate each of you, and it's such an honor to with you today.